Hi, everybody. So, as promised, we have day one of our meditation at 8 p.m., right? And I wanted to just talk a little bit about what the intention is. So, I wanted to just create a basic meditation practice for you, right? So, for those of you that maybe you aren't meditating every day, or maybe you're only doing a few minutes every few days, I wanted to offer you a week of consistent practice, right? So, on that note, I'm going to grab my timer so that it's right here in front of me, get that set up. And each of the days, what we're going to be doing is a different type of meditation. So I'll be here live January 1st through the 7th, right? 30 minutes is how much time I've suggested that you budget for the overall meditation experience. The meditations will range from 15 to 20 minutes. So, this evening, the meditation that I'll be guiding you in is basically about just sensing your environment. It's not super complicated, and it's a really simple way to kind of just start sitting in stillness, right? A lot of times when we sit for meditation, one of the things that starts to happen is we get really distracted by our environment. And we get really distracted by our environment a lot of times because of three main reasons. One, we haven't held space for ourselves, right? And you see me doing my air quotes there. When you create a space or a container for you to have your meditation experience, it's another level of saying to your mind, hey, this time is valuable. Another thing that tends to happen is as a new meditator, we have all the thoughts. We're thinking about all the things, right? And it can be very hard to understand that that's normal. That's a very normal experience to have all these thoughts when you first start meditating. Seasoned meditators can definitely share with you, and I myself even notice at times when I'm busier, I have more thoughts, right? Times when I have more space in my day, I tend to have less thoughts. So, thinking about that aspect, those are the two main reasons. And then a third reason that people have a hard time with a consistent meditation practice is the seat. So right now, I'm going to change my camera so you can kind of see, I do a lot of yoga, so I'm in this simple cross-legged position. But one of my suggestions for a new meditator is sit in a chair, right? Or lie flat. Sometimes, especially if there's back issues, hip issues, knee issues with the traditional cross-leg seat, then give yourself permission to just find a seat that works for you. Because it's really important to remember that meditation doesn't look like this, right? It's about the internal experience, not the external aesthetic. So, things to set you up for a positive meditation experience right now is look around your environment and find what you need. One of the greatest things that you can do, as far as if you'd like to sit cross legged or some variation, is to elevate the hips so that the knees drop below the hips. In doing this, you naturally take pressure off the knee and the hip. And so it makes it a lot easier for the low back. You could also have your back to a wall. That's a great option when it comes to staying upright so that you have a sense of ease in the spine, right? The reclined position, knees bent, feet on the floor, is a great position. And then again, as I mentioned, being seated in a chair. So look around your room and notice what things you need to do right now. One of my suggestions is soft lighting and quiet as much as possible, right? So no television, no music, anything like that. And just try this experience without any of those additional, what can sometimes be distractions, right? And a reminder to you that meditation is not about stopping the flow of thoughts. This will simply make you have more thoughts, right? This also will facilitate judgment and critique of how you're doing, or better yet, practicing the meditation. So, the experience that I want for you to have today is just to allow all of the thoughts to keep moving. You can almost think of thoughts today like cars on the road, right? You're not trying to be in every car. You're not trying to understand what's happening in every car. You're simply just observing the movement of the vehicle in the traffic line, right? So another visual for people if the car thing doesn't work for you is I often liken thoughts to what's happening at the bottom of like a news screen or a sports screen, like that ticker at the bottom, right? You just see the thoughts, they just keep moving. You're not investing in them, so to speak. Nothing's quite grabbing your attention, right? That's really what we're working on when we first start meditating. And one of the things to note about meditation is 3 to 5 minutes of meditation a day has massive benefits to your brain. 3 to 5 minutes a day of meditation, massive benefits to the body mind, right? And what we're doing here is creating space between the thoughts. And the way we're doing that is by doing nothing. And it's kind of counterintuitive at first, right? You're thinking, okay, well, you don't want me to slow the thoughts and you want me to just sit still, but oh my God, I have so many thoughts. That's very, very normal. It's kind of like the first time you may have stopped for the day, and then there's all this stuff happening in the mind. So just focus on the breath and listen to the sound so that we can just bring everything into the practice. Okay. So for now, one last time, adjust your seat. Draw the spine in and up. So as you draw the spine in and up, you want to be mindful of shoving the ribs out into the room, right? You really want to think about the tailbone dropping down. This is what we refer to as establishing a root line, right? So as you feel the tailbone descend, what you'll notice is the shoulders naturally come over the hips. And then think about your ears staying in line with your shoulders. You want to be mindful of this. I'll turn to the side. This is pretty common at the beginning. So we're not dipping the chin up and taking the chest forward, right? You really want to think about ears stay in line with the shoulders, and the bottom of the chin will stay parallel to the floor. And then remember a wall at the back, especially if you're a newer seated meditation person, this can be magic for you. Take your hands and just have your palms relaxed and resting down on top of the knees or thighs. And as you inhale, draw the shoulders up. As you exhale, just let them come down. Close your eyes 2 more times like this. Inhale, draw the shoulders up. Exhale, drop the shoulders down. One more time. Inhale, draw the shoulders up. Exhale, drop the shoulders down. So in this position, now I want you to just slowly start to walk the shoulders back. So you're just moving one, then the other. Beautiful. And now reverse it. It's like you're walking them forward. And then inhale, reach the arms up. As you exhale, just twist to the right. And then inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, twist to the left. And then from here, unravel, come back to center. Any last little adjustments you feel like you need to make? Palms will be open on top of knees or thighs. And drop the chin toward the chest. We're just loosening the body up. You'll inhale right ear to right shoulder. And then exhale, chin comes back to chest. And then inhale left ear to left shoulder. Do this one more time each side. Inhaling through the center, ear to shoulder. Exhaling back to center. And then other side. Meet me here with chin to chest. As you inhale, push the chin up. And as you exhale, bring the chin back toward the chest. One more time like this. Inhaling, pushing the chin up. Exhaling, bring the chin back toward the chest. And now bring the chin so that it's parallel to the earth. Ears are in line with the shoulders. And again, just check in with the foundation of your seat. At this point, close the eyes and imagine that you're looking out behind the forehead, out into the horizon. And as you're here, just bring your attention to the breath, how it flows in and out through the nose. As you feel this breath flow in and out through the nasal passages, just notice if there's any last little adjustments to the seat you feel like you need to make so that we can settle into stillness. And as you're here, just begin to notice the sounds outside your space. Perhaps it's outside the room you're in, perhaps it's outside the building you're in. But take your awareness to the sounds that you can hear that are far away. And now bring your awareness into the space you're in. Notice all the sounds here. So, what's happening here is we're not trying to separate ourselves from the sounds, we're simply inviting them into the meditation. Now, bring your awareness into the sounds you hear within the body if possible. Perhaps you start with the breath, keep bringing your awareness in. Allow your brow to remain soft, allow your shoulders to remain relaxed, and be mindful of rounding in the upper back so you keep the body in alignment by drawing the spine in and up. And if you find the mind wanders, bring it back to the breath and those sounds within the body. Meditation is a progression of an inward focus. So each time you find that the mind pulls you in a direction of a sound or thought or sensation, come back to that internal focus. Perhaps you are just noting the sound of your breath. Perhaps you can even hear sounds of digestion. Stay within. Be mindful of the back rounding and the chin lifting. Allow yourself to stay in this space. You're doing great. attuning to the inward aspects of ourself, we begin to listen deeper. Keep coming back to those sounds within, back to the breath. Those thoughts just keep passing by. No investment there. Soften the brow, soften the jaw. Stay with it. Observing if the mind has gone to a sound outside or within the room. Come back to the sounds within. Perhaps just staying with the sound of the breath. We'll be here 3 more minutes. You're doing fantastic. Keep going inward. From here, take a deep breath in through the nose, complete breath out of the mouth. Slowly allow the eyes to flutter open. And just take a moment to notice how you feel. Perhaps a little more quiet, a little more grounded, a little more solidified. So I want to say thank you for joining me today, January 1st, for our first day of meditation together. I have some great meditations planned throughout the week. We'll be exposed to a chakra meditation for the energy centers, a dynamic meditation. You'll also get a Kundalini yoga meditation, a loving kindness meditation, and a few others. Today, you meditated for 14 minutes. So take a moment to just really celebrate that. I'm very grateful that you showed up, because when you show up for you, you show up for the collective. And I'd love some feedback in the comment section, how you felt, what you noticed, how was that for you, so that I can perhaps give you an offering of some meditations that might feel better for you or easier for you, whatever the case may be. So bring your palms together, thumbs in the heart space, a dip of chin to chest. So grateful that you are here for you. So grateful that you are here for all beings everywhere. Hands to third eye or center of the forehead, taking a bow to that divine light in all beings everywhere. I will see you back here tomorrow at 8 p.m. for another meditation. Many blessings for you this evening and always. Bye.